Alright, hello people, I'm the dude and this is Quest to Play Everything, where I try to play every game ever made. Today we're playing a trading card game called Infinity Wars, which, I don't know, I'm going to reserve judgment because I haven't played it as much as I would like. One thing I can say is it's got a whole lot of polish. It looks really nice. It plays really well. I'm going to be starting with the mission that shows off my two favorite decks in the game. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks. My two favorites are Flame of Dawn, which is, it's kind of like a spammy aggro deck. And then my second favorite is the zombie deck, which is right... Is that it? I think it's the Exiles. Or wait, no it's not. No it's not. Don't listen to me. It's Varor. It's this one. So we're going to play this mission right here. The final Flame of Dawn mission, where the Flame of Dawn play against the zombies. And this mission's pretty cool because it shows off a lot of unique cards, which is interesting. Oh, Kali. By the flames, what is that? Is that a dragon? We are doomed, says the robot lady. Shut up, wimp. I'll handle this. Bring me a jetpack. Bring everyone a jetpack. If you're going to go down, make sure you go down in flames for the dawn. So that's our commander, Bromwich. After we survive this, you better tell me what soldiers fight for. I cannot teach the path of a soldier. You will need to discover it for yourself. So, this is obviously a unique match. It's set up. There's a bunch of cards already on the field, and I've got a bunch of mana, and our health totals are all weird, and, you know, it's a themed match, or whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good, and it shows off the two decks really well. So, anyways, we have to deal with these zombies. And the interesting thing about the zombie deck is that anytime a zombie dies, the other zombies get bonuses. As you can see, he gets to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies. So if I start killing these zombies, they all get stronger. The more zombies he has in his graveyard. It stacks up really fast. There's also other ways to get bonuses with this deck based on your characters dying. These right here get bonuses every time they put something in the graveyard, I think is what it is. Oh no, that's when anything on your side dies. Yeah. Wow, it's +2/+2, really? These right here only work with this identical card, Endless Horde. Basically, it's the same thing. But this one only works with the Horde. This works with anything, and it's +2/+2. So, good times. And he has a dragon. All the cards are animated, by the way, as you can tell. They all have their own little animations to them, which is really cool. As you can see. Like I said, really good polish. Really nice looking game. But this thing is a problem. It's flying, which means it's hard to stop. It's unstoppable, which means it can go through cards. It's like Rampage. And Infect means yet another way for him to create more zombies. So... if Cyber-Infested Dragon is killed while deployed, it is removed from the game and creates 6 Endless Horde in your graveyard. Of course it does. Of course it does. Oh my god. So if I destroy this thing, he gets 6 of these in the graveyard, which means all of these get +6/+6. Holy crap. I had forgotten about that part. Anyways, I'll go over the way the game's laid out. You have your deck, you have your graveyard. It's like every other trading card game. You have a health bar. When that runs out, you lose. But also, you have a morale bar, which you lose morale when your cards are destroyed. So, if you keep trying to cannon fodder stuff, eventually you're going to run out of morale, and you're going to lose that way. There's also one special deck, the Dragon deck, which can attack morale directly. It's actually that deck's thing. It's what makes it unique. But, other than that, morale usually doesn't come into play. Mana is shown right here. We both have 3 of 3. Your hand, which you get 1 card each turn. The support zone's interesting in that you go from your hand to the support zone in 1 turn, and then the next turn you go from support zone to the field. So it's kind of like you have summoning sickness, but you're not actually on the field like you would be in Magic the Gathering. Your summoning sickness happens in your support zone, and you can see the enemy support zone. As you can see, I can see his dragon. So you can plan for what they could do in the next turn much more easily than you could in any other game, which I don't like as much, but, you know, personal preference, I guess. Another unique thing is that the field itself is split into zones. If I want to attack, I have to put a card in the assault zone, and I have to go through his defense zone, which in this case he has 1, 2, 3. He has 5 zombies there, so I have to get through 5 zombies. And it's the same for him. If he wants to attack, he has to put it in the assault zone and go through my defense zone. And any turn, in any given turn, you can swap between the two. Like if I have guys in the assault zone, but I need defense, I could just pull them all over there. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's dynamic in that you have 2 different fields they're attacking, right? And you have to set them both up. And then the most interesting part are the commanders. Commanders are usually characters. In this case, 2 of mine are. I have Kali and Bromwich here. And then this one's just a generic card. The cool thing about these slots is that you don't have to draw them. You always have them. And you can always take them right from here onto the field. You don't have to put them in the support zone. So they're always like an extra option in case you like get RNG screwed with your hand, or you just really need a powerful card right now, that kind of thing. It's like an oh shit button is what it is. You can throw these out at any given time as long as you can pay for them. So pretty cool. Back to the game itself. Well, he has too many zombies right now for me to do anything, to be honest. I'm just going to tank this first turn, I think, is what I'm going to do. I don't really have a choice. So, let's see. What cards do we have? Oh, we start with Exhaust. Okay. Alright, that's good. That is going to be good for his dragon. Because his dragon's going to come out next turn. Which is no bueno. You're just a regular... Yeah, you're just crap, basically. You're just crap. How many points? I only have 3 points. Hold up. Blah, blah, blah. So she removes them from the game, which means they don't go into the graveyard, which means they don't buff each other, which is good. When Vicious Ransacker deals damage to a player's fortress... Right, it wipes out the support zone. Right. Okay. We want... you. I choose you. Yeah, that can wait. We don't want to play any of our drones. Drones are unique in that when they die, other drones can bring them back to life from the graveyard. We want to keep these guys alive. So we can lose at any one turn, we can lose 2 of them, and the other 2 will bring them back. That's what we want. We don't want them all to die, which would be really terrible, because we wouldn't have fodder anymore. And we need that fodder to fight the zombies. So anyways, we can't really do anything on this turn. We're just going to tank the hits. Yeah, there's the dragon. Can't really do anything about it. So that was a really hard hit. Yeah, he has 2 health bars, which is good. Keep the hordes busy while I go for the dragon. Oh great, you just summoned yourself. Good to know. Flying, well, Bromwich is in the assault zone. Oh yeah, he buffs everyone. Okay, so he just summoned himself, and he's gonna challenge the dragon, apparently. Probably not a good idea, friend, I'm not gonna lie. But, feel free. Hopefully he doesn't play that in the assault zone, but I'm gonna have to take the risk, because I can't take another heavy hit like that. I will be dead. Being dead is not good. So we want to do something like that. And then like that. Yes. Yes. Okay, so this zombie's going to kill him. This zombie's going to kill him. She's going to kill that guy and permanently kill him because of her special ability. These 2 are going to duke it out, which I can't stop anyways because he wants to fight the dragon. I don't know why. He's an idiot. He's going to kill the dragon, but he's going to die too. And then he's going to get a whole mess of buffs. He's going to get +6/+6 for everything, and I can't stop it from happening because McStupid is doing his own thing. And then after all that's resolved, these 2 are going to bring these 2 back to life. And I think I want to summon you as well. Because, no, not yet. I don't need her yet. Wish I could summon my 2 life guy, but I don't really have a choice. I can't. I could summon Kali. Do I want her yet? The interesting thing about Akali is that she's got Immolate 5, so they burn for 5 extra damage once she's hit them every turn, which is really good. But, yes, no. Yes. Yes. Because I need extra fodder here in case he summons that guy over there. And then you. Yes. He's just a random low-cost card. Okay, so that's all I can do. Let's see how it goes. Let's see. Okay, so he didn't summon on... Okay, he didn't summon in his assault zone. He put that guy in his defense zone for some... I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, he killed the drone. He killed that drone. She blew that guy up. Those two killed each other. And his zombies right now are at 4-4. Watch the zombie. 10-10. Okay, so that's what I drew. Wait, what's up? What's that up there? I don't know, but they're heading straight for the undead. Oh, okay. I forgot it gives you her for free. What's her name? Cheryl. Cheryl's really good when fighting a zombie deck because she clears out their graveyard. And their graveyard is why they're now 10-10. Well, most of them are. The ones that haven't taken a hit. So she clears out that graveyard and removes their buffs. She's basically amazing for this particular fight. Let's see. You can go... God, they're so strong now. It's not even cool how strong they are. Okay, I never actually ended up using exhaust, even though I intended to, but we'll save it, I suppose. I was going to use exhaust on the dragon. Didn't actually do that. We might need to go ahead and summon her. Actually, no, we need you, is what we need. Yeah, because we need the extra power. Yes, yes, yes. Otherwise, that second one's going to be a problem. She's going to kill this one and then die, and she's going to remove him from the game, which is important. I could use Kali, but I don't want Kali to die. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you down here. We're going to cast her buff on this guy and then buff him, which should bring him up to 8 damage. Because it's +2/+2 and then a flat +1 on top of that. So it's +3/+3. So he'll kill this guy after the buff. Kali gets to live. And this side of the field is cleared. And then I'll have these guys next turn to bring him back. And she's going to remove their graveyard this turn. Because she's already out there. So yeah, very good. Don't need exhaust. Don't need to clear the support zone yet. So we're going to summon you. Yes. Hopefully he doesn't put that guy over here, because that's going to kill Kali. But I don't really have a choice. Can I lose him? I can lose him. I can lose him. That's not a problem. Because I've got 2 here. They're going to bring him back eventually. So, yes. Okay, put him on the defense zone. Yeah, there's the buff. And yeah, 8 damage. Very good. So, yeah, they kill each other. They kill each other. She clears out the graveyard. Good. Give him a jetpack. This is one of the cooler animations. Some of them have their own little... They tell a little story. They're like a little movie. Whereas in this one, the guy's like, give him a jetpack. And then this guy gets a jetpack. And he's like, yay. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are just idle animations. Like that. Most of them are. Although that one's got the whole backgrounds on fire. That's kind of cool. But most of them are just idle animations. But then some of them are their own little movies. Like the jetpack one. Which is pretty cool. So we want to give probably one of these guys a jetpack, to be honest. I can't think of... One of the other ones would do more damage. But he'll keep damaging the support zone, which is really handy. So I think that's probably the better idea. I think. Let's do... Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... Dump, dump, dump. No, over there. There we go. Okay. So they brought the dead guy back, and I've got 3 drones to work with. Cheryl's still flying over their assault zone, blowing them up with her giant... What are those? Massive pistols. and her angel wings. She's really cool. Flying and she clears their graveyard is just too good for fighting zombies. It really is. It's way too good. But I'm not going to complain. At best, I guess he could dump everything. At any point, he could dump his whole defense zone into the assault zone, and that would be not good. In fact, I should probably make sure... I've still got one down there. Never mind. Okay. I need to make sure that I don't lose all of my drones at once. That'd be bad. So, you're the most expendable. Well, after the drone. Sorry, after two of the drones. So, yeah, you're... No. You're important. You don't get to die. Actually, I could buff up Cheryl now that I think about it. There's no reason not to. Let's do that. Oh, I used all my points. Okay. Okay, let's not do that. I don't really have the option. So, even if they dump all into the assault zone right now... 1, 2, 3, 4... The only thing that would happen, at worst, is I would lose her, which would really suck. But I wouldn't lose the game because of it, so I think we're alright. He just keeps stacking up in the defense zone. God. Yeah, so she blew up more of his graveyard, so they're down to 4-4, which is good. All your characters have... Oh, okay. That's not really that useful in this case, but oh well. Should I even play it? I probably shouldn't even play it, to be honest. Okay, first of all, put him there. Give him a jetpack. Yes. There's nothing to exhaust, so yeah, I guess I play that. I can't play anything else. So everyone has Immolate too, it's just not going to help much. Immolate's not going to do bonus damage to his fortress up there. And that's the only damage I'm doing at the moment, so... Yeah, you get to stay here because I don't want you to die. You're important. You can go over here because I don't really need you anymore. We'll put you there. Yes. And you can die and buff Cheryl. Good. Okay, good. Okay, oh, okay, those guys. He's finally using his commander units. So yeah, that guy gets the jetpack, which means he can fly over his defense line and wipe out his support zone. Which is good. She got the buff. There we go. Okay, so he killed the drone. Whoop-dee. He killed the drone. Whoop-dee. Doesn't matter. She did a whole bunch of damage with her new best friend. Good. Good. He got a buff because somehow a zombie died. I don't know how a zombie died, but he did. He shouldn't have died, but he did anyways. We still have exhaust for this guy, so even if he gets really big, we can always exhaust him back to his side of the field. And he'll lose all his buffs, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because it resets him. Let's see. We're going to get Mr. Two Lives out there, and we'll throw her out there for the hell of it. We don't need to exhaust yet anyways. I can't really do anything else. Other than this. Actually, I can go ahead and kill that guy before he gets any more buffs. Let's do that. Let's do... She's not really that important at the moment. Let's do this. So he's completely useless at this point because I can't attack through his defense zone on the ground. They have to be flying, so he's completely useless. His special ability is meaningless, so I'm gonna have him kill this guy. Hopefully, that's the idea. The question is, do I want to buff? There's no reason not to, so I think... Oh, I'm out of points. Well, there's your reason not to. So, okay. Yes. Do that. Oh, he used the other one. Of course he did. Of course he did. Okay, so yeah, you're dead. He's gonna get another buff. She's dead. But she did a lot of damage to him. Oh, we have another jetpack. Okay, well, I take it back. I should have saved that other guy. I didn't know I was going to get another jetpack. Oops. technically being in the command area is on the field. That's why he's getting buffs, even though he's not on the field yet, or in the play area. He still gets buffs every time something dies. So the question is, do I save the exhaust for this one, or do I use it on this one? I think I'm better off just trying to kill this guy with something. Like, this guy will kill him right now. And he gets a resurrection, so... Actually, let's remove him from the field. Yes. Yes, let's do that. You're going down there somewhere. And... we could give her a jetpack and put her in offense. Put her on offense. Should I do that? I should do that. She's the best card I have at the moment to give a jetpack to. So we have 3 flyers now. One of them is emptying out his graveyard. One of them is wiping out his support zone. And she's just a behemoth. So, good stuff. The question is, who do I give the buffs to? I was giving it to Cheryl, but I think I should give it to Akali now. Let's do that. So I'm doing... what is that? 21, 31, plus the 3, 34 a turn? I almost got him this turn. I can't really do any more this turn, but he's going to have almost no health left. Although I am getting the crap kicked out of me on morale. Every time these guys die, even though they don't directly hit my health, these guys are taking the hits, I'm losing morale for it. And if I run out of morale, I lose just as easily as if I run out of health. So, it's a cool strategy using these guys, but you gotta watch your morale. You can't do that forever. Use these guys infinitely as cannon fodder. Yeah, we're gonna save the exhaust. Yes, I think we're good. Okay, so... oh. He's creating a lot of tokens. Okay. Holy crap, that one's 99.90. Why is that 99.99? It doesn't have Unstoppable. I hope it doesn't have Unstoppable. I'm assuming it doesn't have Unstoppable, which is basically Rampage of this game. So, it doesn't really matter that it has a 99.99. All that means is I have to keep foddering one thing every turn to block it, which would be a drone. So, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, so Kali has a jetpack. As if she's not cool enough. And then now she has +3/+3. There we go. So, yeah, she killed that guy. That one got a huge buff. He killed him, but he's got 2 lives. Wait a minute. What the hell just happened? Oh, right. He, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. He wiped out the support zone, is what happened. All those tokens that he created in the support zone, they all got killed by the vicious ransacker. Why did the 99.99 get killed, though? He only did 3 damage. I have no idea. Yeah, the 2 2s, there was like 4 2 2s. They should have died, but the 99.99 shouldn't have. Oh my god, he got a lot of buffs. Wow. All those things that I just wiped out, he gets +2/+2 for each one. Now he's at 30-20. Again, he doesn't have Unstoppable, so he can only hit 1 card a turn. And all I gotta do is use a drone every time. So, it's not that big a deal. Let's go and exhaust him. There's no reason not to. We'll put that down because that's all we have. So we have Immolate 4 on all of our characters now. Or does it not stack? Maybe it doesn't stack. It looks like it doesn't. Oh well. Whatever. So put him over there, put him over there. He's getting exhausted, so he doesn't matter. The 2 of you are fodder. He's fodder. You are not fodder. You're gonna buff Kali again. Good. So he's going back to the support zone because of exhaust. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on this side of the field, although so does he. If he wanted to dump on this side, could he just win right now? Let's see. I can block 1, 2, 3, 4 at best. And then I just start taking damage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think he could just win right now. Let's see. No, he can't. He's at 34. If he dumped into this assault field, he'd do 34 damage in one turn. At best. So, he can't win. He's close, though. He's close to being able to just all out my ass. If he had, like, a couple more cards, he could do that. Wow. Luckily, this guy's getting booted out of the assault zone this turn. Ooh, he has one more card. Still not enough, though. That would put him at... Oh, no, it is enough. That would put him at 39. Wow. Let's see if he does it. I get to attack 2, and he only has 4 health, so at best it'd be a draw. He's going to die this turn. More tokens. Yeah, I wiped out his support field. That guy who I exhausted got even more buffs. I went first, he died. He didn't move to his assault zone. Wow. So, he could have won there, if my math was right. He could have dumped everything on me in the assault zone, and I couldn't have stopped most of that damage. And it would end up being a tie. Wow. Okay, so there was my two favorite armies. The Dawn and the Varor, which are... The Dawn match that you saw a lot of special characters and a lot of strong characters. That's not how they play out in a regular game. That's not the campaign. Usually they have a lot of like medium to low tier creatures that they spam. They spam a lot of them. A lot of cheap creatures. They do have really good characters, really good uniques. But they're rarer, right? They're not... What you just saw was like a rigged campaign match where I have a really high cost deck. That's not really the way you'd play it. But you got to see a lot of the cooler Dawn characters. They have a lot of really good... Well, for one, they're an aggro deck, so they have a lot of cards, a lot of creatures. For two, they're really fast, so they can win early. If you get some good draws, you can win early with them. And for three, they have a lot of really cool abilities. Like the jetpack is great. Just giving something flying, really, really good. But yeah, I love the Dawn. And then the zombies, who could have tied the match there. I don't know why they didn't, but they're really cool because they have so many different ways to get bonuses from their own cards dying, right? So even though everyone fodder stuff, you have to stay alive, you have to fodder things. So every time they fodder something, they get buffs. And it stacks up really, really fast. The only reason I had a way to deal with that is because I had Cheryl. The chick with the wings with the two guns. They look like equalizers or whatever. She's the only reason that I could even have a chance there, because she was clearing out the zombies' graveyard over and over and over again. If I didn't have her, the zombies by the end there would have been, I don't know, like 30-30. Every single one of them individually would have been like 30-30 from all the zombies that I killed over the course of the match. So, zombie decks are really, really cool. The other decks, I guess I'll go into them real quick. Warpath, it's the like hard-hitting creature deck. Most of the cards are really expensive, but they have really good base stats. They trade abilities, which they don't get any of, pretty much, for really good base stats. It's just another aggro deck it's more like mid to late game, whereas Dawn is early to mid game. Plus, Dawn has better characters, whereas Warpath just has more expensive, harder hitting cards. Genesis, is that the robots? I'm trying to remember. Hold up. I think Genesis is the robots. We had them as allies in that last match. You got to see their drones. That's their special card, the drones. The special card for the Dawn is this this guy who doesn't have summoning sickness. You can just throw him right onto the field from your hand. And he's really, really cheap. So he's like a surprise. You know, they're called infinites in this game. You put them in your deck, and once you use them up, they're not removed from your deck. They go back into your deck, so you can keep getting them. The infinite for Dawn is that really cheap guy that has no summoning sickness, who's really good. The infinite for the zombies is the zombie that you just saw in the last match. There's like a million of them. The ones that keep buffing themselves that are really cheap, that's their infinite. The Genesis Infinite is that drone that you saw in the last match. Like I said, they're not part of the Dawn. It's a different faction, but I had them as allies for that one match. Their infinite is that drone that keeps bringing itself back to life. And the theme of their deck is... I don't know, it seems to be a mix of pretty much everything, because they have burn stuff, they have a lot of buffs, they have cheap characters, or cheap cards, they have expensive cards. They have a little bit of everything. They have a lot of like utility cards built in, like that one that the robot lady at the computer terminal that I kept sacrificing a drone to give buffs to other people. That's one of the Genesis utility cards that's really good. But because you're getting the drones back for free anyways, so why not sacrifice them to give buffs to other characters? But it seems like Genesis is kind of like a jack of all trades. Plus their cards look really cool because they're the robot deck. But anyways, I think that's all there is to Genesis. I can't think of anything else. Varor, that's the zombies. Already talked about them. The dragon deck is interesting in that they go for morale damage. Normally you only take morale damage when your creatures die. With the dragon deck, their cards are like built to be tanks. They have a lot of health, so they're really hard to kill. And on top of that, they have morale damaging abilities. So they basically try to beat you by destroying your morale bar, right? Instead of attacking your health directly, they're sneaky bastards. They try to wipe out your morale bar and make you lose that way. I tried them and I didn't like it. It's a really slow playing deck and it's not very interesting. It's like you're trying to work your way around the system instead of trying to play the game the way it's intended to be. It feels weird. I don't really like them. They have cool looking cards though. They're all like monks and ninjas and assassins and martial arts masters and stuff like that. Which one's the sleepers? That's a good question. I honestly don't remember. Hold up, let me think. I think I'm gonna have to look that one up. I can't remember which one that is. What's the next one? Sleepers. The Exiles. The Exiles are really cool. They're demons, and they have this really cool sacrifice mechanic. It's kind of like the zombies, whereas you get the buffs for the zombies dying, no matter how they die, right? You can use them as fodder, and they just happen to die, and then they all get buffs. The Exile mechanic works where certain cards can sacrifice other cards to get buffs. Not just pluses, but also abilities and stuff like that. So it has a nice mix of like cheap cards that are meant to be sacrificed and then better cards who have, benefits from sacrificing. They'll get health back or they'll get pluses or they'll get special abilities or stuff like that. And it's a really cool mechanic. Plus there's ways to sacrifice the enemy cards, which is like pseudo burn. But yeah. It's a cool mechanic. If I had to pick a third favorite, it'd probably be the Exiles. I think that's it for the factions, except for the one that I forgot what it is. This one right here is the generic cards. Anyone can use them. They're not special. Anyone can put cards from this deck in their deck to supplement them or whatever. And then I think they have generic... I think they have like generic abilities. They're not tailored to any particular deck. Something like that. I haven't used this one much either. But, the sleepers. Who the heck are the sleepers? Hold up. Maybe I haven't... I don't think I've fought against these guys before. Maybe that's it. What the hell? The sleepers are the zombies. So who's Varor then? I'm confused. What? No. Okay, hold up. Go back. Huh. Oh, maybe Varor is the demons. You received a random reward for completing your first 3 games of the day. Oh, okay. Super. Blah, blah, blah. Turns to the graveyard. Oh, okay. So he's just a cheap card that basically always comes back. Okay. Go back. Campaign. Yeah, Varor must be the zombies. I had it wrong. Where do they go? These guys. That can't be right. I thought... Okay, now I'm really confused. I must have messed up the names really badly. No. Okay, Veror... I haven't... Oh, right! The wizards! Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. That was the last faction. The sorcerer people. Okay. This is the burn deck. They get a lot of burn cards. And spell cards and control cards and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, this is the one I forgot about. Sorry. This is their infinite. Whenever an enemy character is killed, Verord... Yeah, every time you kill something, they get pluses. This particular card. And it's infinite, so you can keep plopping them out there. So, ideally, you want to throw these cards, but not let them die. You want to throw other stuff in front of them. Or use burn cards to kill stuff to give them pluses. Whereas the zombies, you want them to die. And the demons, the sacrifice guys, you want to sacrifice stuff. Here you don't want your unlimited infinite card to die. You want to keep it out there. Keep it alive. But yeah, the special thing about this one is they have a lot of burn cards. Pretty sure this is a burn card. Yeah, deal 2 damage to all enemy characters. I think this one is too. Yeah, kill target character. So yeah, this is the one I forgot about. Sorry, my bad. Let's see. Exit to menu. I didn't actually like this deck because the infinite for them, the cards you're gonna get a lot of, isn't fodder, right? You want to keep it alive. Why did I get another free? Oh, wait, what? I completed that a long time ago. I'm confused. Whatever. But yeah, their infinite card, which you'd usually use as fodder on other armies, you want to keep alive, which is really hard because it's a burn deck. They don't have a lot of creature cards, right? 90% of the time, the only cards you have as creatures for that deck are those sorceress chicks. So it's really hard to keep them alive. You basically just have to burn everything on the enemy side of the field. But, yeah, okay, so I had it slightly wrong, sorry. So, the Dawn are my favorite. Like I said, they're like a low-cost aggro deck with really cool characters. The Warpath are really expensive aggro deck, which takes forever to get going, but once you get those big cards out there, unless they have like a lot of burn, you're gonna die. They're gonna kill you. The Genesis deck's the robot deck. Like I said, it's like a little bit of everything. The Veror deck, which I thought was the zombies, is not. It's the wizards. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's the burn deck, burn control, all that stuff. The dragon deck, like I said, it's all based around having tanky characters and damaging morale. The sleeper deck is actually the zombies. Again, sorry, I had it wrong. Love the zombies. And then the exiles are the demons. And the demons also have burn cards too. I don't know if I mentioned that. They have burn cards and then they sacrifice stuff and they have like cheap cheap cards to sacrifice for their character cards. So, yeah. If I had to put them in order of my personal favorite, I'd say I love the Dawn. They're my favorite by far. It's not even close. I love these guys. They're number 1 by far. Second would be the zombies, which were right here. Third would probably be the demons. Fourth would be Genesis, the robots. Fifth would be Warpath. Although I don't generally like slow building decks where your early game just blows. They'd still be 5th because the last two, the morale guys, the dragon, and the Veror, I just don't like much. So those would be my 2 least favorite. Personally. All the decks can work. I've played against pretty much all of them. Except, I don't think I've played against the dragon guys much. It seems like other players don't like them either. That little unique mechanic or whatever. Attacking morale. Seems like no one really likes them, but all the rest of them are viable. It's just, that's my personal preference. But, yeah, really well made, really good looking game. I guess I'll go back out to here. We'll show off some of the cards real quick in my, my builder thing. Let's see, cards. No, I don't want to create a deck. So, there's a Warpath card. It's just a really furry looking bear. There's another one, Enraged Hulker. Enrage is... I hate that. I hate that so much. It's bullshit. He's unstoppable, which is great. Like I said, it's Rampage, basically, from Magic the Gathering. Let's see. Growth. Destroy all artifacts. Increase your base. That's pretty good. Artifacts are fairly rare. In the match you saw, the little orb thing that was giving everyone immolate, that was an artifact. I ended up with 2 of them. They're fairly rare, but they're usually really good. Cannon fodder. Wow, that thing looks weird. Yeah, really cool looking. Like I said, the Genesis cards, they look really, really cool. I just like their graphics a lot. Zombie Gone. The Dragon Project. This one's cool in that the card evolves. If I remember. Yeah, see, it evolves into the artificial dragon eventually. And this thing's a behemoth. 30-30 flying unstoppable is just ridiculous. But, yeah, really cool card. That's Genesis again. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about Varroa. Their cards don't look very good. At least to me, they don't. Let's see. Master of Demons. The Brute's pretty cool. Every time you lose a unique character, he gets buffs. And it stacks up pretty fast. That's their Infinite. One of their burn cards. Interesting. So the Varroa have a way to attack morale directly as well. Did not know that. It kind of makes sense, though. They're a burn control deck. So, Heatwave. Pretty cool looking card. Hubris of the Strong. Lightning Blast. Another burn card. Word of Command. That's one of their control cards. And the Dawn. Love the Dawn. Yeah, I love the Dawn. Their units look so cool. Look at that guy. He looks badass. Flame Dawn, Centurion. Here's one that's like a little movie. You see him all teleporting around, and then he's like up on your face, and he slashes you. He has charge, which is great. At the end of each turn, if Flame Dawn Fanatic is in play, it returns to its controller's hand. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Flame Dawn Fanatic is in play. Yeah, so you place it, it gets charge. Yeah. So you place it instantly. It does its business. Jumps back into your hand. Presumably to get its health back. And then you throw it again and it plays instantly, you know, back and forth. If you could give it some health buffs, that'd be really, really... Whoa, it costs 1? Holy crap. So it's dirt cheap. It has no summoning sickness. And it goes right back into your hand after the end of every turn. So you can resummon it back at full health. If it had better health, oh my god. Wow, this thing would be ridiculous. Still, really cool animation. Flame Dawn Footman. Flame Ram. Don't actually remember this one. Flame Ram attacks a player's fortress. It deals 15... Oh, okay. So you put this in your assault zone. You put it at the end of your assault zone, so everything else goes first. And, you know, you guarantee that this will get its damage off, and it does a huge chunk of damage to the fortress. To the enemy's health bar. Pretty cool. Kali the Flaming Blade. Immolate 5. That's another cool one right there. Let's see. Torchbearer. Oh, okay. When you deploy Torchbearer, your opponent loses 3 health. That's not that big a deal, unless he only has 3 health left. Call of the Crusade. Right, yeah, the tokens. That is a really good card. Yeah. Let's see. Exhaust is really good. Stumble. I think that one puts them, yeah, back in the support zone. They have multiple cards. The Flame of the Dawn have multiple cards that'll take your opponent's cards and throw them into the support zone or throw them back into their hand. So if they have something really buffed or really strong or whatever, you can temporarily get it off the field. And it takes 2 turns to get it back onto the field. Because they lose it for whatever turn you're on. And then they can't place it back. They're like exhausted or whatever. They can't come back onto the field the next turn. Which is pretty cool. That one's just a generic massive temporary buff, which is good. Especially since you get a lot of low-cost creatures. I don't remember. Oh, this is the terrain card. Terrain cards in this game aren't like Magic the Gathering. You don't use them for mana, obviously, since you just saw a match and you saw no mana. The way it works is you play a terrain card and it changes your side of the field. It actually graphically changes. When you play this one, these walls right here actually appear around your side of the field, and then you get these bonuses permanently. You can only have one terrain card out at a time, but very, very cool. In this case, this one, at the end of each turn, Pyre Fortress with Flame Dawn creates a 4/2 Flame Dawn Aspirant. So you get a creature for free every turn, just for having this out there, which is pretty cool. Let's see. This is the dragon guys. Like I said, they're all ninja masters and stuff like that. And they'll have more health than they do damage. So, yeah, see, he does morale damage. At the end of each turn, if you're not attacked... Oh. Interesting. Unified, that's a really cool looking... I like that. Unified Protector gets +4/+4 for each other unified... Oh, okay. Wow, +4/+4? Damn. They're really cheap, too. Balance. Wait a minute, did that say... Oh! Okay, yeah, in this... Okay, yeah. Right. Disarm? What? Target on the battlefield has power reduced... Oh, okay, so it's just temporary nerf. What the hell? Best Fiends? This is the zombie deck, I believe. Yes. Hakim the Corrupted. Unique character, Undead Beast. When you deploy Hakim the Corrupted, he raises all characters in your graveyard that cost 3 or less. Holy crap! Wow! So, wow. So you get all your zombie fodder guys, your infinite card that's been dying the whole game, you get them all back at once. Wow. So this guy has one hell of a win condition right here, right? You play the game, you throw out your infinite zombies as you get them, they die horribly, they go to your graveyard, they buff all your zombies, and then whenever you get this guy later in the game, you throw him out there and you get all of those zombies at once. Which could be like 20, plus zombies all at once. That'd be one hell of a surprise. Holy crap. One of many, yeah, great card. Yeah, that's the one we saw in the last match where he gets buffs just for things dying. Feast on the Dead. Gain 2 morale for each character in your graveyard. Whoa. So basically these guys can't lose by morale. They're going to have so much stuff in the graveyard. Just, by the virtue of how their deck works. You just play this once and you get maxed out morale. Let's see. Fill the Graves. Top 5 cards of your deck are placed in the graveyard. This is just a quicker way to get your zombies buffs. Let's see. In case you can't tell, most of my cards are zombie cards or the Dawn cards because they're my 2 favorites. That one's pretty cool. Wall of the Dead. For each 5 points of combat damage dealt to your fortress, a character from your graveyard is removed and that damage is prevented. Oh. A minimum of 1 character will be removed per attacking character. So you can block damage to your health bar by using up your graveyard. Why would you want to do that? You're going to lose all your buffs. I don't know about that. That doesn't sound good to me. Now we're on the demon deck. Ugh. If Consuming Swarmer is deployed, all insectoids you control have consumed too. Okay. What the hell is consumed too? It doesn't say. Huh. Reckless Abandon. Wow, that's a cool looking card. I guess that guy took the shot for him. Discard a random card from your hand. The discarded card gains Exile 10. Well, Exile X. Where X is the cost of the discarded card -1. This card already has exiled. The lowest value is chosen. Right. This is just a way to get a card back. So you're sacrificing a card to make sure that one of your other cards can come back. Okay. Zealous Protector, very cool looking. Intervention, very cool looking. Search for the key. Place target unique character. Oh, right, yeah. This just lets you grab a unique. So, you know that guy earlier, Hakim, that made... he was like the win condition for zombies, if you put him in the deck? if that's what you were going for. This lets you pull him out whenever you want, which is pretty cool. Cartographer, that's a really cool card. It's just a really, really defensive card. And more importantly, because of reach, it can hit flyers. Well, not hit flyers. It has no damage, but it can block flyers. I guess because it's so big. But, yeah, just a really cool, really cheap defensive card. Field Engineer. What does that say? Mortar Cannon. Okay. Pay 3 exhaust. Deals 8 damage to the enemy player's fortress. Okay. So you pay 3 mana. This thing becomes exhausted. And then you deal 8 damage to the enemy health bar. Soldier of Fortune. 1 mana for a 4/4. That's pretty average. Another Swarmer. Okay. Tech Knight looks cool as hell. At the end of the turn, if Tech Knight is in your support zone, it heals all damage. Yeah. So, at any point, you can take a card from your assault or defense zone and put it back into your support zone if you choose to, if you want to. So you put this guy out there, you do some damage, do whatever you want to do with him, and before he dies, you throw him back into your support zone for 1 turn, and he gets all of his health back. Which is pretty cool. Yobo who nobody likes. Right, if he dies, you get morale instead of the other way around. So he has 0 morale cost when he dies. But, yeah, he's basically fodder that gives you morale back for free. Assassinate, really cool looking card. Really, really cool looking card. All it is instant death, but you lose resources permanently when you use it, so you don't want to use it unless you have to. Still, it's good to have. If they have, like, 1 card that's, like, you're going to lose because of it, this is a guaranteed way to get rid of it. Firebolt. Grave Rob. Infiltration, right. Your opponent gains control of target deployed character. Your opponent cannot move target character. Right. Right. This is for characters that have negative effects, I think. You give it to the enemy, and then they can't get rid of it. Let's see. Rift to the old world. Oh, right, yeah. This destroys a land, basically. You remember the one earlier that I was talking about for Dawn that gives you a free token or whatever every turn? You can destroy it with this. Uncontrolled Rift. A random character card from Infinity Wars is created and put into your hand. Interesting. I've never used that card. Winds of War. It's just a burn... Oh, excuse me, a burn card. So that's all the cards I have. There's a lot more in the game. I've only been playing for a couple of days, so... Even though I have 147 cards, there's way, way more than that. I'm not even close to having all of them. But hopefully that gives you an idea of the game itself and then some of the cards in the decks and all that stuff. It's really well made. If you take one thing away from this, it's really well made. This game is extremely polished and it looks really good. It plays really well and the interface is great. I don't know about a lot of the mechanics, whether I like them or not. I think some of them are just a little bit too different than what I'm used to. But at the end of the day, that's personal taste. The game itself is really well made. So if you like trading card games, I highly recommend it. It's also free to play. And as far as I know, you can unlock everything in the game just from playing. It just takes time. Usually you get a random card when you beat a scenario. Or you get a random card when you win a match. Like in PvP. So you really don't know what you're going to get. Sometimes you'll get a whole starter pack for free, but that's pretty rare. Usually it's like 1 card at a time. And the rarer the card, the less likely it is that you're going to get it. Obviously, like character cards or uniques or lands or any of that artifacts, all that stuff, they're really hard to find. Usually you're going to find a bunch of infinites and a bunch of cheap cards and stuff like that. And once you finally get a really cool card, it's great. When I got that dragon card, I was really excited. The one where it builds up over time and it turns into like a 30/30 flyer with Unstoppable. That's a win condition card, right? If you can get that thing out and create the dragon, it's insanely good. Really, the only way to stop that dragon is, I don't even know, you'd have to have an instant death card, basically. You'd have to have like an assassinate or a death ray or whatever the zombie one is. You'd have to have one of those because 30/30 flying, and even if you do have flyers to get in his way, he has unstoppable rampage, so he just goes right through that card and hits everything else. Good luck. But yeah, that's a really good card. This thing right here. Really good card. But, yeah. Anyways, Infinity Wars, highly recommend it, especially if you like trading card games. It's a little overcomplicated in all the different little mechanics and all of the changes they made to the basic formula of trading card games. There's a lot of stuff here to get used to, a lot of nuance or whatever you want to call it. But if you can get past that, the learning curve or whatever, it's a really good trading card game, and really really fun. I think the only mechanic they introduced that I genuinely like is the commander mechanic. When you build your deck, you can choose 3 cards of your choice to put in the commander slots. And like I said, like when you saw in the game, you can put them on the field whenever you want, as long as you can pay for them. So basically, like I said, it gives you a way to not get screwed by just random card draws, right? It gives you a way to be guaranteed to have at least 3 cards that you know what you have, and you can use them whenever you want. It balances out the randomness inherent in trading card games, so I like it quite a bit. I think that's the only mechanic I genuinely like, the commander mechanic. But anyways, good stuff. Quest to play everything, Infinity Wars. I'll see you guys next time. When Vicious Ransacker deals damage to a player's fortress, right, it wipes out the support zone. Right. Okay. We want you. I choose you. Yeah, that can wait. We don't want to play any of our drones. Drones are unique in that when they die, other drones can bring them back to life from the graveyard. We want to keep these guys alive. So we can lose at any one turn, we can lose 2 of them, and the other 2 will bring them back. That's what we want. We don't want them all to die, which would be really terrible, because we wouldn't have fodder anymore. And we need that fodder to fight the zombies. So anyways, we can't really do anything on this turn. We're just going to tank the hits. Yeah, there's the dragon. Can't really do anything about it. So that was a really hard hit. Yeah, he has 2 health bars, which is good. Keep the hordes busy while I go for the dragon. Oh great, you just summoned yourself. Good to know. Flying with Bromwich is in the assault zone. Oh yeah, he buffs everyone. Okay, so he just summoned himself, and he's gonna challenge the dragon, apparently. Probably not a good idea, friend, I'm not gonna lie. But, feel free. Hopefully he doesn't play that in the assault zone, but I'm gonna have to take the risk, because I can't take another heavy hit like that. I will be dead. Being dead is not good. So we want to do something like that. And then like that. Yes. Yes. Okay, so this zombie's going to kill him. This zombie's going to kill him. Weird, and, it's a themed match, or whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good. And it shows off the 2 decks really well. So anyways, we have to deal with these zombies. And the interesting thing about the zombie deck is that anytime a zombie dies, the other zombies get bonuses. As you can see, he gets to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 zombies. So if I start killing these zombies, they all get stronger. The more zombies he has in his graveyard. It stacks up really fast. There's also other ways to get bonuses with this deck based on your characters dying. These right here get bonuses every time they put something in the graveyard, I think is what it is. Oh no, that's when anything on your side dies. Yeah. Wow, it's +2/+2, really? These right here only work with this identical card, Endless Horde. Basically, it's the same thing. But this one only works with the Horde. This works with anything, and it's +2/+2. So, good times. And he has a dragon. All the cards are animated, by the way, as you can tell. They all have their own little animations to them, which is really cool. As you can see. Like I said, really good polish. Really nice looking game. But this thing is a problem. It's flying, which means it's hard to stop. It's unstoppable, which means it can go through cards. It's like Rampage. And Infect means yet another way for him to create more zombies. So, if Cyber-Infested Dragon is killed while deployed, it is removed from the game and creates 6 Endless Horde in your graveyard. Of course it does. Of course it does. Oh my god. So if I destroy this thing, he gets 6 of these in the graveyard, which means all of these get +6/+6. Holy crap. I had forgotten about that part. Anyways, I'll go over the way the game's laid out. You have your deck, you have your graveyard. It's like every other trading card game. You have a health bar. When that runs out, you lose. But also you have a morale bar, which you lose morale when your cards are destroyed. So if you keep trying to cannon fodder stuff, eventually you're going to run out of morale and you're going to lose that way. There's also one special deck, the Dragon deck, which can attack morale directly. It's actually that deck's thing. It's what makes it unique. But other than that, morale usually doesn't come into play. Mana is shown right here. We both have 3 of 3. Your hand, which you get 1 card each turn. The support zone's interesting in that you go from your hand to the support zone in 1 turn, and then the next turn you go from support zone to the field. So it's kind of like you have summoning sickness, but you're not actually on the field like you would be in Magic the Gathering. Your summoning sickness happens in your support zone, and you can see the enemy support zone. As you can see, I can see his dragon. So you can plan for what they could do in the next turn much more easily than you could in any other game, which I don't like as much, but, you know, personal preference, I guess. Another unique thing is that the field itself is split into zones. If I want to attack, I have to put a card in the assault zone, and I have to go through his defense zone, which in this case he has 1, 2, 3. He has 5 zombies there, so I have to get through 5 zombies. And it's the same for him. If he wants to attack, he has to put it in the assault zone and go through my defense zone. And any turn, in any given... Alright, hello people, I'm the dude, and this is Quest to Play Everything, where I try to play every game ever made. Today we're playing a trading card game called Infinity Wars, which... I don't know, I'm going to reserve judgment because I haven't played it as much as I would like. One thing I can say is it's got a whole lot of polish. It looks really nice. It plays really well. I'm going to be starting with the mission that shows off my 2 favorite decks in the game. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decks. My 2 favorites are Flame of Dawn, which is, it's kind of like a spammy aggro deck. And then my second favorite is the Zombie deck, which is right... Is that it? I think it's the Exiles. Or wait, no it's not. No it's not, don't listen to me. It's Varor, it's this one. So we're going to play this mission right here. The final Flame of Dawn mission, where the Flame of Dawn play against the zombies. And this mission's pretty cool because it shows off a lot of unique cards, which is interesting. Oh, Kali. By the flames, what is that? Is that a dragon? We are doomed, says the robot lady. Shut up, wimp, I'll handle this. Bring me a jetpack. Bring everyone a jetpack. If you're going to go down, make sure you go down in flames for the dawn. So that's our commander, Bromwich. After we survive this, you better tell me what soldiers fight for. I cannot teach the path of a soldier. You will need to discover it for yourself. So, this is obviously a unique match. It's set up. There's a bunch of cards already on the field, and I've got a bunch of mana, and our health totals are all given turn. You can swap between the two. Like, if I have guys in the assault zone, but I need defense, I can just pull them all over there. But, I don't know. It's interesting. It's dynamic in that you have 2 different fields they're attacking, right? And you have to set them both up. And then the most interesting part are the commanders. Commanders are usually characters. In this case, 2 of mine are. I have Kali and Bromwich here. And then this one's just a generic card. The cool thing about these slots is that you don't have to draw them. You always have them. And you can always take them right from here onto the field. You don't have to put them in the support zone. So they're always like an extra option in case you like get RNG screwed with your hand, or you just really need a powerful card right now, that kind of thing. It's like an oh shit button, is what it is. You can throw these out at any given time as long as you can pay for them. So, pretty cool. Back to the game itself. Well, he has too many zombies right now for me to do anything, to be honest. I'm just going to tank this first turn, I think, is what I'm going to do. I don't really have a choice. So, let's see. What cards do we have? Oh, we start with Exhaust. Okay. Alright, that's good. That's going to be good for his dragon. Because his dragon's going to come out next turn. Which is no bueno. You're just a regular... Yeah, you're just crap, basically. You're just crap. How many points? I only have 3 points. Hold up. Blah, blah, blah. So she removes them from the game, which means they don't go into the graveyard, which means they don't buff each other, which is good.